And what is our destiny? To be in this truth. To be in this truth and to make it to the end. As it is written, to finish the work, like Yahushua said. I've finished the work, you know. The Apostle Paul said the same thing. Henceforth I know there's a crown of righteousness that is laid up for me. Okay, that is our destiny. The elect of the nation of Israel, they were born to be leaders of the nation. What did Yahushua tell his disciples? You shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Think about that, man. We're being created, we're being formed, we're being forged into being leaders of this great nation, the nation of Israel. So at the end of this walk that we're going through, we're going to be lauded, we're going to be praised for our wisdom, for our tenacity that we showed. As a matter of fact, the new Acts of the Apostles is being written now. We're going to be talked about in the kingdom. We're going to be the celebrities in the kingdom. Us that are doing this work, man. Our children are going to be reading about us. Scriptures speak about the writings of the house of Israel.
Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ, who being in the form of God thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Wherefore God also hath highly exalted him, and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of every knee should bow, of things in heaven, and things in earth, and things under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that is Lord, to the glory of God the Father.
I'd like to give all praise and honor unto the Most High. We're not going to make this one too long, man. You know? You see that right there, man. You see what he said. You know, and shout out to the brother Mantaziak, you know what I mean, for that video, man. And I'm going to put the link in the description box. You know? You see that, man. Psalms 145:14. The Lord upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. You know? So even though we're going through persecution and we at our lowest state right now, the Most High is still upholding us, man. You know? You know? He's not letting the enemy overtake us. You know? And that's because we're putting our faith and our trust in him. You know? And he raises up all those that be bowed down. And at our lowest state, we're not turning to the devil. You know? We're not trying to sell out. We're not putting our trust in men. We bowing ourselves down into the Most High, man. And he's going to raise us up. You know what I mean? In the latter days. In front of our enemies. That's why the scripture said he's preparing a table in the midst of all our enemies, man. These guys going to see us flourishing and eating and being merry while they undergoing bitter and gruesome torments, man. You know? And a perfect example of that was, look at Joseph. When his brothers sold him into captivity. You mean? They sold him into captivity. You mean? He went down to his lowest state. But the Most High he upheld him, man. You know what I mean? He upheld him. And Joseph bowed himself down and kept praising the Most High. You know what I mean? Not putting his trust in man. And what happened? He became king, you know what I mean, of Egypt. You know what I mean? Second in command to the Pharaoh. You know, he had command over his sellout, you know what I mean, family members that sold him into slavery. Then he could have put them to death if he wanted, but he showed mercy onto them. And that's what's coming, man. These scriptures going to repeat themselves. You know, it's nothing new under the sun. You know, that time is coming where all those that, you know, they try to keep you in deception, they lied, they're going to be, you know, at a position of mercy and begging, you know, for forgiveness, man. Because they're going to see the power that the Most High, you know, bestowed upon his men and women, man. Oh, man. I ain't going to make this one too long, man. You know? Let's take a look at this. Zephaniah 3:19-20. Behold, at that time, I will undo all that afflict thee. I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land that they have been put to shame. And at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Lord. That's right, man. You know, we're going to have praise and fame in every land that we put to shame. And you know, and the disciples and the apostles had to go through that. They had to run, from town to town because they were being persecuted, you know. They had to flee, man. A lot of target individuals, you know, you guys had to flee from one place to the next place because they were persecuting you. But the scripture says the Most High, you know, we're going to have praise and fame in all the land that they put us to shame, and they're going to be despised. These guys going to be reading about us, like you said, in textbooks. They're going to be making documentaries about us because the Most High is going to elevate his saints. You know, if Satan, if the Most High gives Satan the entire world to destroy and the fallen angels, you know, to destroy and do whatever he wants, what do you think is coming to us, man? Think about it. You know, it's about being prudent. You know, it's about being prudent like the Messiah was, like the disciples was, and looking towards the future. Enduring that chastisement, man. You know? enduring that chastisement, going through it. No matter how they look at you. Because when everything is said and done, like I always say, these devils is not going to be standing with you on the day of judgment, man. They're not going to be there. So it don't matter what they think about you. You know, let them have their fun and mocking and showing reproach, because our time to show reproach is going to come soon. You know, and it's going to last for eternity. You know, and that's because these guys weren't prudent. You know, they're not prudent. They just looking at right now. Look, I don't want to go through this no more. You know, you don't want to go through this no more. You know, and you know, some of you guys was targeted at the highest level, you know, and you conducted yourself in such a manner, you know, and you know, it's stints where, you know, you get mad and things like that. That's natural, you know, but the amount of stuff that they was doing to you and the amount of stuff they did to you, you conducted yourself in such a manner that it put them to shame, that they see that, look, they the devils, man. You know, you conducted yourself in such a manner, you know, that they have to question, like, look, this guy's not the issue. This guy's not the problem. You know, and this is a perfect example as why you can't have wicked people watching people that's doing the right thing, you know. But we know that this world is given into the hands of the wicked. You can't have that's not how it works. You know, you can't have nobody wicked watching somebody that's following the Lord. But you know, in the kingdom to come, we're gonna judge these guys, man. You know, we're gonna rule them with an iron fist, man. You know, the same way that they, you know, get down on us for telling the truth, we're gonna get down on them, you know, for lying. You know, it's gonna be the same thing, man. When you lie, you're gonna have harsh penalties and stuff coming towards you, man. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to lie in that day. Yeah. Yeah, fame and praise in every land, man. You know, that's what's coming, man. Be prudent, be wise. I mean, don't worry about what you lost right now because it's not gonna matter. You know. Let's check this out. Right here, 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times you see people, you know, they wear, they're dressed nice and things like that. But you know what? Some of the most wickedest people, man. You know, and I came to the realization that some of the most wickedest people wear suits and ties, man. And so the Most High says, look, don't look on the outward countenance, man. We look upon the heart. So this is why the Most High rejects a lot of men, and you're not going to be able to rule in the kingdom, man, because your heart really not right. I mean, when you got presented with, with this, that, and the third, you was ready to do it. You know, you wanted that reward, those vain rewards. You know, yeah. You know, those vain rewards that they gave you. You know, you deceived by Satan, deceived by the devil. But the Most High looked upon certain men's hearts, and he see that, look, they was really right. You know, they really want to make a change on this earth. They're not down to joining no Freemasonry groups for the praises of men and deceiving other men. The Lord looking upon the hearts of these guys, and those are the ones that's going through real persecution right now. Mm-hmm. You other guys, you've been refused, man. And the Lord gonna keep a lot of you guys over in that lot. You know, because you really don't care. I mean, and you're gonna stay over there. You know? So that's it, man. I mean, I give all praises and honor to the Most High. Hopefully this was edifying, man. I mean, you know. So yeah, man. You know, it's about finishing the work, man, until the end. You know what I mean? Endure until the end. I mean, to get that crown, not letting Satan steal that crown from you. I mean, because his hope is doomed. You know, and he wants to see people in that pit with him at the end. You know, a lot of you guys, you having fun. Like I said, the most I'm gonna keep a lot of you guys in that state of happiness right where you at until that final moment. You know, and then a lot of gloominess and sorrowful spirits is gonna come upon you, because you're gonna realize that, look, it's over. You know, so I mean, you gotta stay over there, keep doing what you're doing, keep laughing and rejoicing, because the Most High he already has a day set, and it's gonna come to an end. No man knoweth the hour, and it's going to be astonishment to all those that dwell on the earth, man. You know, so keep going keep going, man. Keep fighting. You know, because fame and praise is coming towards his saints, man. All praises to the Most High.